Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back.
After spending some time with it and taking a few screenshots, you start to realize that specs aren't what truly stand out here. It's the overall sensory experience. What really hits you is how incredibly flat the screen feels. When you unfold it, your eyes and fingers move across the display without ever catching on that center crease. OPPO has managed to make the Find N6's screen impressively smooth. Even if you deliberately tilt it under different angles or stare at a plain background, it's hard to spot anything that pulls your attention away. And when it comes to touch, whether you're swiping with your finger or sketching with a stylus, that middle crease is barely noticeable. What makes this even more impressive is that this isn't fresh out of the box performance. This is after nearly a month of use and hundreds of folds. That's where the Find N6 really shines. It focuses on the core purpose of a foldable screen and refines the most essential part of the experience. A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting tech content. Now, if you're coming from the Apple side, there's always been this tug of war between trying something new like a foldable display and staying within the comfort of the Apple ecosystem. It feels like there's an invisible wall between the two. But with the Find N6, I found a way to enjoy that expansive folding screen without feeling like I'm giving something up. When it comes to interaction, one feature that really defines the Find N6 is its panoramic virtual screen. You could call it the peak of foldable multitasking. This time around, OPPO has taken the small window feature to another level. For example, if you're watching a show and start to lose interest, the bottom corners can shrink into floating windows. What's unique is that these windows aren't locked into fixed proportions. You can stretch them freely within a certain range. For things like maps or stock tracking, I like compressing them into long horizontal bars so they don't dominate the screen. On the other hand, apps like WeChat, Xiaohongshu, or Taobao work better as tall vertical windows, making better use of the space for scrolling content. When you shrink a window vertically to its minimum size, you can actually place two of them side by side and still have plenty of room below. If you compress horizontally, you can fit up to 3 columns across. What's impressive is how well the content adapts. Images stay proportional and text remains clean without distortion. That said, not every app supports this flexible resizing yet. Another major upgrade comes with the new version of Free Flow. In desktop mode, you can now run up to 4 floating windows at once, including both standard and whirlwind mini windows. If you're using apps at the bottom, you can have up to 3 there. Honestly, that already feels more than enough. Since you can drag these windows anywhere, it becomes easy to keep secondary content nearby without cluttering your main workspace. And if you're watching a video and something interesting comes up, a quick double tap lets you swap it with a mini window instantly. This feature has been around on OPPO's regular phones, but it feels even more powerful here thanks to the larger foldable display. If things start to look messy after moving windows around, there's no need to manually fix everything. Just swipe up from the bottom, and the system neatly reorganizes everything while keeping the original proportions intact. You might wonder whether all these mini windows clash with split screen or the panoramic mode, but they don't. Split screen still works the same way, and switching between modes is super smooth thanks to the 4-finger pinch gesture. Even when juggling up to 4 mini windows and 3 split screen apps, the system keeps everything in order. The transition logic is based on the layering of windows, so nothing feels random or confusing. If you switch to split screen on the left, everything stays logically in place instead of reshuffling unexpectedly. With all these features working together, the Find N6 goes beyond just opening multiple apps. It actually helps you organize scattered ideas and information into a clear workflow on one screen. And that's where the stylus really comes into play. The first thing you notice is how light it is. It feels so effortless that you'll naturally want to pick it up and jot something down. There's also a button on the pen that supports single click, double click, and long press, each tied to different functions. While drawing, you can quickly switch colors or tools, save the screen, or jump straight into the Notes app. There's even a dedicated Notes Up mode designed specifically for the Stylus, which can automatically refine your handwriting into something cleaner and more visually appealing. One particularly useful feature is the handwriting calculator, and I often find myself using the pen to sketch ideas or quick scenes whenever inspiration strikes. What I really love, though, is that what you write doesn't just stay stuck on the device. Once ideas or materials are captured on the Find N6, they flow naturally into my main workflow. And for me, that workflow revolves around my Mac. Like many people, I was hesitant about moving away from an iPhone, not because of the phone itself, but because of that invisible connection with my Mac. I was worried that switching to Android would break that link. But after using the Find N6, I realized the opposite happened. The connection actually feels stronger. The biggest advantage is that tasks I used to go back to my computer for can now be handled directly on the phone. There were always those moments where I'd leave home and suddenly remember something unfinished on my Mac, maybe a video export waiting for confirmation or an important file saved locally. Now I can take care of those things straight from the N6. It's like carrying my Mac with me, giving me peace of mind wherever I go. If remote control feels like using the Find N6 as an extension of your Mac, then screen mirroring feels like merging the two into one workspace. Tasks that once required switching between devices can now happen seamlessly on a single screen. For example, when I'm working on my Mac and want to order food, I used to pick up my phone and easily get distracted. Macs naturally keep you focused, but phones tend to pull you away. With the Find N6 mirrored onto the Mac, ordering food becomes a quick, distraction-free task. Once it's done, I'm right back to work. Everything on the Find N6, including cloud content, appears directly on the Mac, creating a much smoother and more focused workflow. The N6 also handles multitasking like a pro, letting you open multiple windows at once without breaking a sweat. For example, I can be editing a video on my Mac while using an Android-only square format feature on the mobile version of the app at the same time. Sometimes I even play podcasts through the mobile app. And if you're wondering why I don't just use the Mac version, well, if you've tried it before, you already know why. This is where the Find N6 really shines. It can bring over useful phone apps, even Android-exclusive ones, and display them directly on your Mac. OPPO has also put thought into how this projection looks and feels. When you swipe across the desktop, the icons on both your phone and the mirrored Mac screen scale up together and get wrapped in this clean white official coat. It's not just for aesthetics. It actually helps distinguish the projected interface from the Mac's own cursor, so you always know exactly where your control is focused. Another nice touch is audio control. When you're projecting, you can choose whether sound comes from your phone or your computer. If you're working at home, you'll probably stick with your Mac speakers. But if you're around colleagues and want a bit of privacy, switching the audio to your phone and plugging in headphones is definitely the smarter move. And speaking of sneaky moments, the N6 is surprisingly good at helping you stay under the radar. Whether you're reading something or casually gaming, the moment your boss walks by, you can hit Option W and instantly hide all projected windows. If you're using a mouse with custom shortcuts like I do, you don't even need the keyboard. Just click and everything disappears. From someone else's perspective, it looks completely natural, almost like nothing happened. What's even better is how consistent everything feels. That Option plus W shortcut behaves just like closing windows on a Mac, complete with the same animation style. Even zooming in and out follows the familiar Option plus and Option Nash shortcuts. So all that muscle memory you've built on macOS still works here without any adjustment. This sense of familiarity doesn't stop with the Mac. It extends to Apple's ecosystem too. When you connect AirPods to the Find N6, you get that familiar animated pop-up, along with access to transparency mode and noise cancellation settings. It all feels just like you'd expect. Since the Find N6 uses a standard candy bar style outer screen, the way it projects onto a Mac adapts depending on what you're doing. But when you're casting multiple windows, only the main one is fully optimized, while the others still appear in a more basic layout. It works, but it's clear that this kind of multitasking is best experienced on a larger display. That's why I'd really like to see the option to manually switch between different projection modes. Of course, there are times when I just want to focus and not deal with screen mirroring at all. Even then, the connection between the Find N6 and the computer stays active. For instance, when I record a screen video or take screenshots on the phone, a prompt instantly shows up on my Mac asking if I want to copy or save it. It's incredibly smooth. The same thing happens when saving documents. Everything syncs up instantly. On top of that, all your phone notifications can show up directly on your Mac. Things like verification codes for logins appear right there, so you don't have to pick up your phone. And the best part is, this works even without screen mirroring. As long as OPPO Connect is enabled and permissions are set, everything flows seamlessly. This kind of integration also works the other way around. If you're someone who uses multiple devices, calls, messages, photos, and documents from an iPhone can also sync over to the Find N6. And in some ways, it even goes beyond what the iPhone itself offers with features like spam call detection and OPPO's AI call assistant, which can record calls and generate summaries automatically. Even your Apple Watch doesn't get left behind. With OPPO Connect, notifications from the Find N6 can still show up on your wrist, keeping that familiar experience intact. And honestly, that's what impressed me the most about the OPPO Find N6. It's not just about having a big foldable screen or a powerful multi-window system. It's about making the transition to a new main phone feel effortless. You're not forced to choose between what you're used to and something new. Your Mac is still part of your workflow, your AirPods still work the same way, and your Apple Watch continues to stay in sync. The Find N6 doesn't ask you to leave your old ecosystem behind. It brings everything forward onto a new kind of screen. At the same time, it tackles one of the biggest issues with foldables by minimizing the crease, making it much easier to commit to using it as your daily device. Now, it's worth noting that smartphone production costs have gone up across the industry this year, so upgrades are generally more expensive than before. The Find N6 reflects that trend, but it also builds on its predecessor with improved crease control and updated technology. The base model starts at 9,999 yuan in China, which is roughly 1,087 pounds in the UK, or about $1,452 in the US. So that's pretty much it for this video. If the Find N6 caught your interest, it might be worth checking out. And of course, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the OPPO Find N6? Let me know in the comments below.